Hey, what's going on, everyone? Today we're going to be talking about how to track your financial progress because up until this point on the lives, I've covered how to create a budget that actually works, how to pay off your debt quickly using the debt snowball. And so you've got these other ways of putting your financial picture together. But we're going to talk about today is your net worth. How do you track your net worth to make sure that you're actually making financial progress towards your goals? And so before we get into that, I've got a couple of articles that we'll go through. So let me switch over to the two that I got here today. So the first one we have, this is there was a lottery winner who won 30 million, and he said he's going to keep it a secret from his wife and child in fears that they would become complacent. So I've never heard that one before. In fact, he dressed in a costume. There's a paywall here, so I won't show you, but it looks like almost like a Pillsbury Doughboy type costume. The second one, this was a big deal because Series I bonds were huge because they were paying like 9 point something percent. And they have just locked in a rate at 6.89 this past Tuesday. So they did actually fall to 6.89, so about 3% less. It's worth noting you can only invest $10,000 per year in this. So this is not something you can invest like your retirement account in. Like it's just something that you can get a 6% yield up to $10,000. So a lot of people are going crazy. There's $979 million that were sold of these treasuries. So that's kind of a big deal in today's world. So now let's get to it. So really, I think what's important when it comes to tracking your financial progress is understanding what your net worth is. And put simply, your net worth is your assets minus your liabilities or your debts equals your net worth. And so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to run through just a sample scenario. So in Arizona, the average house is worth about $400,000, right? So it could be less, could be more, but on average about $400,000. We'll say for vehicles, if it's a married couple, just say, $15,000 here, $10,000 here. Let's say for checking account, right? Your everyday expenses that you're spending for groceries and all those types of things, where your direct deposit goes in. Let's just say you have a balance of $2,000 in there. If you had a second checking account, sometimes you do this if if it's easier to pay certain bills out of another account. I typically have more savings accounts because checking accounts typically don't pay any interest. If they do, it's very low. So really, we'll skip that second savings account. Or second checking account, and do this the second part, which is savings account. So you're going to want to have at least an emergency fund, and so we really want 3 to 6 months of an emergency fund. And so in this case, we're going to say if your income is, let's say, $3,000 per month, that would be $9,000 to $18,000. So we'll just say $9,000 here. And then if you have another savings account, so like your sinking funds, these are things that you're planning for in the future. Maybe it's replacing the roof. Maybe it's replacing your air conditioner. Some simple sinking funds that a lot of people do are going to be saving up for Christmas gifts, right? Christmas is just around the corner, and so this is another way to be saving. And so usually they say put $100 per month into a savings account. So let's just say $1,500 here in a savings account. And then retirement accounts. So this could be your 401k, your 403b, your Roth IRA, traditional IRA, all of these types. Sorry, my son's, he's sick from school, so he's here with me today. I'll be right with you, buddy, in a little bit, okay?
Dad, I defeated the goblin.
Oh, yeah?
I defeated
Good
the
job,
goblin,
buddy.
You didn't.
And so for retirement accounts, you'd put them here. So let's say you have a 401k. Let's say it has $100,000 in it. And let's say that maybe from a previous employer, you had some other account, maybe another 401k, and we'll put $20,000 there. So in this scenario, the asset side is $557,000, $557,500 on the asset side. But we do also want to account for mortgages. So let's say you put 20% down, 20% of 400,000 would be 80,000, and maybe there's a little bit that you pay down. So we'll say there's $300,000 balance on this mortgage. Maybe there's a couple credit cards hopefully you're not spending too crazy, but in this example, we'll say one's 2,000 and maybe another one is 4,000. And then a car loan, I recommend that you would pay cash for cars. But if, and the reality is the average car payment, $667 per month. It's just insane. So people do have car payments. I realize that's a reality. Let's say there's a $15,000 vehicle and they're $12,000, and let's just say that the other car's paid off. And then potentially student loans, right? Most people are graduating. I think the average is around $28,000 in student loans. Let's say you've been paying it down for a while, so you're at $20,000. So here's the beauty of this. It automatically calculates this net worth form. But basically, it takes your assets minus your liabilities, and then the net worth in this scenario would be $219,500. So now the beauty of doing this is if you do this on a monthly or a yearly basis, you would be able to see how much your assets are increasing over time and how much your debt is decreasing, right? So we'd want to see this number down here decreasing, right? Your debt. We'd want to see your assets increasing. And obviously with the stock market being down and then the real estate markets now being a little iffy, that can fluctuate for sure. But this is the metric right here where you can say, hey, am I saving enough for retirement? Am I saving enough for my future financial goals that I have? And so that's what this number right here, this net worth number does. So I'm going to show you another tool that I use that I think would be a great help for you if you don't want to do it on a spreadsheet. So there's this site called Personal Capital. It's a free service where you can actually link all your bank accounts and it will do it for free. And I'll show you. So we have a review on the site if you want to read more about it. But basically, I'm going to show you. So you can see here, there's a graph that shows the net worth going up, right? So really, this is what we want to see. We want to up and to the right. That's showing that you're paying down your debt, your assets are increasing, you're going in the right direction. If you start to see it going in the wrong direction, then you can make actions to make it go into the right direction. So maybe getting a job that pays more so that you can invest more. Maybe focusing on paying off all your consumer debt quickly so that you can get rid of those payments so that you can take those payments and invest them. So that's the beauty of this tool, is it automatically will bring in all of your information. The other cool thing is it has a budgeting component. So this really isn't part of this YouTube Live, the budgeting component, but just know that it is a very easy way to track your financial progress as far as budgeting goes, because it will automatically categorize. So you see here, Costco gas, gasoline, fuel, Ace Hardware, home improvement, Coca-Cola groceries. So if it sees things, it will automatically categorize it. And then you can go in and adjust it as necessary if it categorizes it. Maybe the Coca-Cola wasn't groceries, maybe it was eating out. And you can go easily change that really quick. But the net worth tracking is the best part. It also has an investment tracking or investment checkup feature where you can kind of see how your investments are allocated and then what they should be. And so you can say, am I on target there? So just a really cool free tool. And lastly, they have a mobile app. And so that's what I use, where you can see all of your accounts. So see, here's a American Express account, a Bank America account, a cash account. You can see all in one app on one place. So you can see your entire financial picture. So this is like the automated option, kind of the 2022 option. But even if you just want to get started and use the net worth form, this free to download on the website. So if you just go to our site and just search net worth up in the search bar, you'll find it. But yeah, this will make your life a lot easier to track your financial progress, to make sure that you stay on track. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave those in the chat. I do appreciate you being here for this YouTube Live. It's going to be a little bit shorter than the previous ones because it was a very simple topic, just to say, hey, we've covered the budgeting side, we've covered paying off debt, we've covered making extra money, reducing your expenses up to half. So this is the how to track your net worth and make sure that you're actually going in the direction that you want to go. This is one of my favorite things to do, is these lives. This was a series of 5 lives that I was doing kind of in conjunction with my free money masterclass. So if you haven't taken that yet, go to wellkeptwallet.com on the homepage, and you will see you will see the sign up for the free 5-day masterclass. And I would encourage you to sign up completely free. And the idea is to help you achieve your financial goals in life. So this will wrap up the YouTube lives for now. We will get them going back in the future. But I appreciate you so much for attending. And for those watching in the future, I appreciate you as well. And I hope that you have a great rest of your week. Talk soon.